Yo, fellow Haitians and African American. This is another message that might as well add to the pile of messages that have already been said but ignored from various other sources, either white, either African American, either Haitian, either African. It's been said multiple times, but it's been ignored, and I guess I might as well just add my message on top of that. It's time to get shit together. It's time to take responsibility. It's time to stop blaming others for what's actually happening to us, in a sense. And that goes on multiple facets. When it comes to the Black Lives Matter movement, they're always going to be blaming white people, white cops, and all that, constantly blaming society and white cops, when many of the victims of the recent police shootings have committed felonies. And I hear that there's this way of thinking where it's like, oh yeah, but I have higher standards of what felonies are. Sorry, the law's the law. Don't be a fucking dumbass. It's blunt like that. I'm not gonna feel ashamed for saying it this way. The law is the law. If you are accosted by an officer, you do not fight back. You will have your day in court after everything is processed and they find nothing on you. But if you have something, or if you have something on you like drugs, or if you have done something in the past and you start running, then yeah, there's added up felonies on top of your previous crime. There is no standards when it comes to crime. A crime's a fucking crime. If you're gonna commit one, you'll be arrested. And I don't give a fuck if you have standards to what's a high crime, what's a low crime, whatever. A crime's a fucking crime. Now, on the double down, when it comes to the whole stop snitching, stop being a fucking dumbass. I'm getting fucking sick and tired of people killing others, bystanders, knowing who the fuck the person is, and they're saying, I don't know, I ain't snitching. Don't snitch. Fuck that kind of mentality. Because at the same time, you're leaving these fucking crooks out there to commit more murder, more acts of violence. Black on black violence, something that Black Lives Matter doesn't even fucking talk about, because they're so fucking caught up into this racial debate that makes no fucking sense, because black people are killing others in the fucking streets. And yeah, those black lives don't matter, right? Because they haven't been attacked by cops, right? You fucking racist piece of shit. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing those black supremacists running out there fucking around chances other people had. You know, especially you fucking piece of shit, Seattle Black Lives Matter, running her up to Bernie Sanders, a motherfucker who has marched with Martin Luther King, and you fuck it up for the rest of them, and you're still there. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. There's an African American woman who has a beautiful video telling you to go fuck yourselves for a large amount of reasons. I'll put a link in the description. But of course, you fucktards never listen to her because you're so caught up in this racial debate, which has no fucking sense right now. And I see a lot of people just bring this whole slavery back. Motherfucker, you want the experience for slavery? Okay, here's an experiment for you to get that taste of slavery, okay? There is a specific work type where you go outside and pick strawberries in the field, alright? Now, go get your information, get on top of that bus, do it for an entire day. But when it comes time to get your paycheck, you say no. I don't want that paycheck. That's fucking slavery. And even then, it's a taste. Because the real slavery would have been, you're not getting a paycheck. Go back to your shed over there. You know, you wouldn't have to take a bus and blah 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 to get there. You'd be already there. That's a fucking slavery. So any fucking moronic idiots that keep bringing up slavery, go get that experience. Go do that fucking experience. But don't fucking bring it up because you ain't in a state of slavery. Sick and tired. It's getting me annoyed. Especially when I see, and I know I should ignore the comment section, but there's an amount of stupid that just sucks you in when you start looking at that first comment. And some of those people are like, oh yeah man, white supremacists, they're killing black people all over the fucking place. And then these same people ignore the black on black violence and the rampant thug culture that's pushing our kids into this kind of violence. It's getting me fucking pissed off. Honestly, there's so much to expand upon when it comes to African American communities, and the small little, how do you say, the little factors that are stacking up caused within the community. One thing, the way you treat women. What is this culture where, yo, fuck women, man, they're bitches, they're hoes, man. That's how you get girls. I remember back in fucking high school, that was the way you were supposed to act if you were black. And I found it fucked up. And guess what? I was rejected by the black community at my fucking high school because I wasn't a misogynist piece of shit. And I wasn't treating women badly. And the fucked up part, and the part I still find completely ludicrous, is that a lot of the women that I used to meet back then, they would enjoy that kind of treatment. That's fucked up. And on another end, at home, I was taught a completely different thing. You know, always being nice and blah, blah, blah. And that never worked back in school. And I always found that really fucked up. And you know, black community is going to push you away once you start acting different. That's really fun. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people who had that same exact experience in high school that didn't want to act thuggish, that didn't want to start listening to the same rap music, that didn't want to treat women badly. Oh, they were pushed aside because they're coons, they're white. But the funniest part is, on the same debate, you go to the white side, and, you know, high school mentality, you're not really part of us. Because of color and all that, and the way black folks were acting towards white people. So, you know, you get a set of people that are stuck in the middle and going like, what the fuck do I do? I'm a piece of shit if I start acting thuggish towards women, but I'm a piece of shit if I don't. Fuck this. That's a big problem when it comes to black community. And that's one of the small little factors that just stacks up. And all that shit is ignored. Even when brought by black people, because they're considered coon, they're considered race traitors, because they're not in that full supremacist mode, that idiotic shit wall mode. Because, of course, anybody with fucking common sense that actually goes out to explore the world, talks to their fucking neighbors, talk to other associations, or actually, I don't know, fucking talk to other nationalities or other people from other races, they actually get to know that, yeah, this whole all white people are this, all black people are this, all Mexican people are this. That makes no fucking sense. And you get to see how similar you are to other people when you break down those supremacist barriers. But of course, there are dumbasses out there with loud voices that are gonna get heard and that will bring on these messages. And there are the same scumbag that are going to fuck around with the next generation and keeping the community down constantly. Because they're like, this is the way we have to go. This is the way black people are gonna rise up. Ain't no rising up, punk bitch. Welcome to the world where you have to live together, you have to find ways to commune together, and you prosper by working together. Not using other people and saying, I'm gonna use a white man because I'm gonna get further on in my career. No. What is this garbagery? I see black people doing that to each other, and I find it sickness. They're using each other as stepping stool. And there's a funny GIF about that. GIF or JPEG. Funny meme about that. But of course, you know, I'm now labeled as a coon, you know, because I'm just telling you that. Even though, take a pause, alright? Pause the video. Just pause it right there. Click the pause button. Stay out of social media. Close the screen. Just keep the pause button, keep the speaker, alright? Close your eyes. And start thinking to yourself. Start thinking about your previous experiences. Start looking at those little factors, those stacking up factors. I'm not going to go full pseudo mayonnaise and say, oh yeah, black women are doing this and that, or the strain of community. No, I can see both black men and black women fucking up equally. I'm not going to blame it on one. Fuck no. That's being a coward. If I'm going to generalize and blame it on one, label me as a fucking coward. No. I can see the problem on both sides. And just, again, with the video pause, you think. Look at the different factors, alright? Just think. Enough of this. Don't even put that fucking R&B music. Nothing against R&B. It's just that it has lyrics. And lyrics causes your mind to think about the lyrics and see image through that. Run with me, alright? Complete silence. And start thinking about those factors that you lived through and that possibly influence your decisions, along with the possibility of influencing other young folks' decisions. including thug culture, including the way you treat women, including to treat your fellow man. Start thinking about this, because until Haitians, African American, or anyone takes a pause from this whole racial debate and starts thinking what's wrong with their community, and then starts taking actions towards how do I improve it? How do I make it better? What are the factors that needs to be tossed away or diminished? And going with facts and reasoning, not just, oh yeah, all white people are bad. That's not facts. That's not fucking facts. That's overgeneralization. That's an ideology. Push this shit ideology away. Alright? Enough with the supremacist bullshit. Because you gotta start taking a responsibility for your own actions. You can't keep putting it up on white people or on society. No. Alright? Then unpause and start looking at the rest. And then you can start a healthy discussion. Not just, oh, you're a coon? You're a race traitor? You're what was it, the other term? An Oreo? Man, there's so many fucking terms now. That could be lying. That doesn't help. That doesn't push the community anywhere. That doesn't do squat. You want to send death threat? That doesn't do squat. That'll only get your shitty ass in fucking jail. Again, another bad decision. Felonies right there. Right, left. Ain't no standards. It's still a felony. So how are you going to improve the community, right? Start thinking. Start taking those steps. Because blaming white people or blaming any other ethnicity, it's nothing. People have been doing it for ages. Nothing's been going on. The problem's inside the community. And when you're going to start hiding the black on black violence, the gang culture, the gang violence, and just people acting fucking irrational, doing Facebook fights, and then going in the streets and meeting up and fighting over it. Instagram beef. Oh, or just beefing in general. That whole shit, I found it stupid. Back in high school, it was dumb shit. It was counterproductive because fuck, you'd go inside the school and go beefing with that person. You wouldn't be fucking focusing on your studies. You'd be focused on the people you're beefing with, and then when is it gonna spark? It's fucking dumb. You people are adults. Fucking start growing up. And the same goes for the young mother that's gonna have 1 or 2 kids. You're a grown adult. No time to beef. You took the decision when you started having, kids. It's a decision. You always have the decision. You can terminate. We have abortion. I know it's wrong. Okay? I know it can be wrong for people. I can fully understand. I can fully understand that terminating a life hurts. Alright? It's something that comes out of you. And even if I say it like that, there's a whole level of empathy that can only be understood by a mother on that regard as well. But I understand the pain. Yet at the same time, you got to think to yourself, am I able to provide for that child if I have that child right now? Am I able to give that child a better future if I have that child right now? Responsibilities! Why didn't I have a condom? Why didn't I get protected? You got to take your responsibilities. So, that's it on that subject. I mean, guys, start a discuss with your local pastors. And I gotta admit, you got to watch out when it comes to those pastors. Some of them have some shady shit up their sleeves. Long story short, with a friend of the family of mine, pastors at their church were constantly against Africans. I imagine that man was Haitian. And he was preaching against Africans, saying that they were the devil. And frankly, that broke up my friend's family because she was involved with an African man, a good person. And her mother just threw her away because of some fucking book brandishing piece of shit telling her that Africans are the devil. And of course, she didn't have the fucking mind to look up on Google, to go meet some actual African people and see that they're not all the fucking devil. You gotta watch out when it comes to those pastors and religion in general. When it comes to the ideology, you gotta watch out. There's a lot of gross generalization, and people can easily get wrapped up into it. This is why I'm kind of a bit frustrated that pastors nowadays aren't talking about what's happening with the gang violence. Instead of talking about, oh yeah, white people are the devil, right? Look at this politician. He's the devil, right? Sick and tired of it. Alright, so out. Later guys, thanks for listening.